What is up, guys? Welcome to a brand new video. And on this episode, so guess what we are going to do in this episode? So this is Tariq, and he wants to build a competent gaming streaming setup. We are going to build him a gaming PC, and we'll see how well that performs, and we'll take you around the whole T-Rex gaming experience. And we have something special, because in today's build, we're not just building this PC alone, we are building this PC with NVIDIA's greatest panel right here with us. And so we have all these awesome people here in store today, and so we will be building a PC together with NVIDIA, and we'll see how awesome this goes. So let's do that. Okay, so now this is going to be an editing and streaming setup. So we've chosen the parts that we think is going to do this really well. So the processor, we are going with the Ryzen 7 5800X. That's 8 cores, 16 threads, unlocked. So it's got all the power in the world to be a solid streaming machine. Now, if we were building a gaming machine, we would have probably gone with a 6-core CPU like Ryzen 5, but because there is streaming coming into play, the 2 extra cores are going to help you stream better. So it's going to be an 8-core processor, the Ryzen 7 5800X. And for the motherboard, we are going with the ever-popular B550 ROG Strix, because ASUS makes great boards, and the ROG series, or the ROG series, stands like a flagship for all the gamers. People really like that board. So we're going with the B550 ROG Strix, and also it has extremely good VRMs. So that's why we're going for that. And for RAM, we're going with 2 sticks of HyperX 3200 MHz RGB RAM. So that's 16 gigs of 3200 MHz RGB RAM. HyperX, pretty standard RAM, has a bit of bling, gets the job done. We like the RAM, we're going with it. Yeah, and for storage. Okay, and for storage, we are going with Samsung's 980 EVO. 980 EVO series comes in kind of like the budget segment, where the 980 Pros are a bit more on the expensive side, and they are really fast SSDs. So 1 TB 980 will get the job done. That's enough storage for quite a bit of games, and it's really fast too at 3500 megabytes per second rewrite speeds. So it gets the job done again. So we are going with Samsung 980 for the storage. And to cool all this, we're going with my very near and dear NZXT Kraken X63. Now, NZXT makes fantastic coolers. The X63 has 2 RGB rings in it. So it's a beautiful cooler, it looks great, and functions like an absolute champ. So for the cooler, it is going to be the NZXT X63. And for the case, we are going with probably a weird choice, because a lot of people are not going to be thinking of this case when you think of like a high-end build, but we're going with Zebronics of everything. Because Zebronics lately have been coming out with some very fancy cases. As a matter of fact, their Valhalla Pro is an extremely good looking case. I mean, usually when you think of Zebronics, no one's going to think premium flagship quality cases, but this thing is a looker. Valhalla Pro looks really nice. Something we did not like about that case was the weird acrylic panel with like engravings on it with axes and tribal pictures and all that. So we took that off because we were like, no, we don't want that in. So we took the case, we modded it just a little bit, and now it looks like an absolute premium beast of a case. So we're going with the Valhalla Pro for this build. While the build is going on, we are going to have a little chit chat with NVIDIA, ask them a few questions that I guess you want to know and I want to know and we all want to know together. So firstly, a very basic question. Now that GPU prices have come down, what are your thoughts on the market going forward?
See, as prices are came down, demand is huge now, so we are expecting more stocks in market, so we don't bother about our products and pricing.
Yeah.
So it will be get sufficient stocks for fulfill our gamers and content creators. Everything we are we can satisfy everyone.
Also, and this question I think mainly goes to Yogesh, because as a gamer in this. As a gamer, how do you feel? Because prices are finally getting better.
It's a good opportunity for gamers to grab now, because I feel the prices are back to normal. So yeah, gamers were waiting for a long time because of unavailability or this other certain reasons were in the market because of the prices were shoot out. So I feel this is the right price, right time, both up. So it's a good opportunity. They should grab now.
You don't know. Yeah, so that's another question, guys, because I feel like this is something a lot of gamers have asked, and I've got this question a lot of times from everyone. It's they always ask me, bro, prices have gone down, so should we wait or should we buy now? That's a question that a lot of people have. Are prices going to go down even more? So do you wait or do you buy now? What do you guys think? Do you wait or buy now?
It is the right time to buy because we don't want to wait and all. See, if end customer have requirement, definitely they don't want to wait and all. Definitely they can invest in. This is the right time for graphics cards. Okay, we don't want to expect whether it will come down more. We don't want it to increase and all. If requirement is there, definitely you can buy. This is the right time for to buy the GC.
So guys, you heard that from India. They say it is kind of like the best time to buy. So don't wait thinking things will go even down. Price will go down even more and more because personally I feel like prices are very close to their launch prices. Cards are very close, like 3060 Ti's, 3060s. Everything is pretty close to the launch prices. So we feel like it is a great time to get into gaming and buy a card if you are if you feel like and if you've been waiting to buy a card. Right, and talking about that, so another question to Rajaram sir is basically, if you're an entry-level gamer right now, okay, if you're an entry-level gamer or you're not looking at the extreme budget, but you have a fair amount of money to spend, like a decent amount of money to spend, and you want to get into building your first gaming PC, do you go with the 1660 Super or would you go with the RTX 3050 for now?
I would go with a 3050 because I would like to keep myself with whatever is the latest. When I say 3050, I am getting ray tracing. Even though I am a beginner, I would like to play or experience everything which is new, latest and greatest, right? I don't want to buy a PC and then say, okay, I should upgrade to a 30 series or something new, whatever is going to come. I don't want to do that. When I'm jumping on a PC, if my budget permits, go with 3050. I will go with 3050 or maybe even higher if my budget permits.
So yes, guys, so if you're into getting into, so if you're into that, so if you're thinking about buying a new PC and if you have the money to get into RTX, it's always better to go with RTX thing than going with 1660 Super now because 3050 is extremely aggressively priced. The card is extremely well priced, to get into gaming, and so we would say go RTX than settling for a non-RTX card at least for now because moving forward the landscape definitely looks like RTX is the way forward. Also, guys, the day that this video is released, something big happened in the GPU industry, which is or LHR cards got unlocked, which means every card is free for miners to get into and mine because 100% LHR unlocked, which is crazy. And what we have to definitely address that topic. So NVIDIA, what are your thoughts on every card getting an unlock?
As an NVIDIA, our focus is we want the cards to be consumed by our gamers because GeForce is built for gamers. Right, but we cannot stop anyone and any end user who purchases a card. Whatever he does on his own rig, it's up to him. We cannot control that.
So NVIDIA says it is up to you guys what you decide with your card. If you want to mine with it, game with it. They're happy either way. But then because NVIDIA cannot control what we do with our cards, I think people are free to do what they want. But I definitely want Yogesh's take on this because he's the gamer here, and gamers definitely seem to be the section who is most sad or affected when people buy cards in large quantities to get into mining. So what are your thoughts as a gamer on all cards being unlocked?
See, that doesn't make sense to gamer because LHR doesn't means to it won't affect gamers' life anything because it was giving performance before also and it is giving performance right now also. So it doesn't matter whether it is unlock or lock. All the GPUs are giving the similar performance as they have promised. So no effects on regardless of any application. Gaming will keep going on and they will get the full performance as they have been promised.
Yeah, but do you have a kind of worry that gamers are going to lose out on cards because of this unlock? Like, will it happen where like how it was a year and a half back?
Of course, due to prices are slashed down, they will make sense. So mining won't affect much of the gamers now because of the price cut down. Otherwise, gamers were just keep waiting for this kind of moment so LHR dropping out or giving the full performance won't make more difference to gamers. So gamers who are waiting right now, grab your opportunity, go for it. You can build your dream PC now. It's the right time.
You don't know when the miners come back, right?
Yeah.
We are talking about all the cards reaching their 100% potential in mining. Yeah. We don't want the miners to grab the card first when the prices are down. We want the gamers to grab them, right?
Yeah.
Whatever price you are, I think it's a good price. go get your cards, build your PC, get on gaming.
Yeah. So that is why I just want to add here, because no, we don't want to depend. As I said earlier, this is the right time to buy graphics card. Not only gamers, we are GeForce is supporting for content creators, gamers, and other activities who are all doing उसको करना है, because we are not saying that we are not supporting mining and all, but yes, but this is the right time. The gamers can pull their cards. That's right.
Okay, so you heard it here. See, now the landscape is fair. Gamers, cards are no longer expensive for you. Cards are affordable for you. So if you want to get into gaming, get your cards now before miners grab it. Because now the landscape is fair for everyone. So go grab your cards when it's still available and when it's still cheap. That's what we'll say. So we're kind of getting through, we've kind of getting to the half of the first year. So, which means in the second half, we will have another card launch coming. It's always been like the end of the year, another card launch comes. So are we going to expect the RTX 40 series to drop soon? Is that happening? Are we getting the 40 series this year?
Of course, we don't know if it will be named 40 series or what. Yeah. But usually, like you rightly said, the life cycle is 1.5 2 years.
Yeah.
So we should have cards anytime soon. I don't know when. It is third quarter, fourth quarter. Nobody has a timeline set. But this year we will have the GPUs. This is what my information says.
So definitely there will be new cards coming in this year. I mean, I am pretty sure he has the information. He won't let us know. But then, so nothing. Yeah, unless it is official info, NVIDIA does not have the right to let us know. But we will be hopeful on that. Also talking about, because I have heard some news that the new GPU is coming out. I do not know if this is true or not. But then, you might have some information. So I've heard that the new 40 series cards coming are going to have much higher power demands. That's what I've heard. That all the new gen GPUs, even on the other side, all of them are going to have higher power demands than what is before. So is that an actual thing? Should we invest in higher power supplies than we did before? Like, is the old 550 as the base for power supply? Is that going to be phased out? Will we slowly have to start getting higher power supplies for our PCs? Is that going to be a thing?
See, my information also, like your information, I am also reading forums and online information. The information says, like I said, we don't have the 100% details of what the card is going to be performing. But what we know is most of the industry is going to be shifting to the 5 nanometer, right? So we expect some huge gains out of that shift. Of course, we have the architectural gains and everything. So we can expect some good amount of performance. SMPS part, I'm not sure if 550 is going to be phased out or not. Yeah, it might become a new normal in the coming years, depending on what kind of performance we see from all these new generation GPUs.
So I guess that means we kind of have to start planning a bit ahead and probably get a bit higher PSUs if possible, because probably there is a chance that cards are going to be a bit more power hungry than last gen. That's what we think. So another question, Yogesh. So as a gamer, which is the one GPU you're most sentimental towards? Like, which is the one GPU that you really like?
See, it's depend upon what type of game you play. Mm-hmm. So basically, I like strategy games. I like FPS games. So both the strategy lovers, FPS lovers require, depends upon the frames. How good frames you should get. So more higher GPU gets more better frames because it has more CUDA cores, more memory. So if the best and mid-range, if somebody wants to play a normal somebody wants to start the gaming, can start with 3050. Somebody wants to go, mid-range, they can go with 3060. And somebody wants, ultra gaming, high definition, high end and better FPS, better quality, then he can go with 3080. Yeah, so it's like good, better, best. 3050 as an entry, 3060 is, I prefer 3060 as a good mid-range for gaming, and 3080 is like extremely good performance, good PC with 3080. Yeah. 3080.
And also, but so which is one GPU that you really like though? Like, everyone will have the one GPU and a personal GPU that people really like.
Personally, yeah, I like 3060. 3060 is a good, decent GPU. I like 3060.
3060.
Yeah.
Awesome. Amazing. So there you had it, 3060 solid card, because it was, as a matter of fact, 3060 came out with the 12 gigabytes of VRAM because it wanted to give a lot of people who were stepping into 4K their solid first stepping stone. That's why NVIDIA came out with a 12 gigabyte card, because it can run it can run and handle 4K games pretty well. Yes. So a few questions for you. Another thing. The 1050 Ti is still in production, right? It's still in sales. Is NVIDIA still going to keep that up, or is that going to be discontinued, or will it still be, gamers, the most affordable card for gamers?
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that, see, a 1050 is not we can't say end of life or something. It's a continue in the market. Some partners, some vendors, it's still available. Who are all having chipset is available, they are getting that product. Like our authorized 7 brands, in 2-3 brands is getting in still available in the market. It's because it's an entry level GTH card for affordable for entry level gamers also. So it will be useful, and even not only for gamers. Who all want entry level GTH cards. They want to go with 1050 or 1050 Ti, whatever it may be. It's available in the market. That's
so this also tells ki the GPUs, which is like 2 generation old, still is good for you could say entry level gaming.
That you can add
and
on.
the price point at which we are talking about, it's still a very good card.
Yeah.
Okay, so 1050 still remains a solid option for people who want to get into building a PC and has a very tight budget. And also, F in the chat for everyone who paid more than 20,000 for 1050s when the prices went up. It was crazy times, but then 1050 has come down in price and things are getting better. And so a very solid option for people who want a tight budget but also want to get into gaming. So talking about tight budgets, the right opposite of that, guys, what are your thoughts on the RTX 3090 Ti? Is it like a replacement for the Quadro cards? Is it a replacement for Titan series? Is that the solution that NVIDIA is giving to people who want extremely high performance? Is that what 3090 Ti is for?
See, I would say 3090 Ti is a card for people who are budget conscious, yet they want the extreme level of performance. Usually when we're talking about 8K editing, 4K editing, and people who are into animation stuff, which is very heavy. Plus there is a new band of end users who work in AI, DL, ML. So what happens is everybody doesn't have the same amount of huge budgets. People work on shoestring budgets also. So for them, getting the performance at the right price point is very important. I think there 3090 and 3090 Ti are perfectly placed there. With 24 GB of VRAM, they can do their most of the testing, application development and everything.
Guys, and also, don't misunderstand, because I know we say the word shoestring budget when the card is worth 2.4 lakhs or around that price. We're saying that because most industry grade hardware are way more expensive than that. Most industry grade hardware cross way over 5 to 10 lakhs. So when you consider those prices, 3090 Ti is priced at a pretty good point, right? It's priced at around 2.4 lakhs. So I know it might sound like a big amount to some people, but when you look at pure industry grade hardware, things get ridiculously overpriced. And so for that, 3090 gives you very good value, and even the 3090 Ti gives you extremely good value and a lot of good performance. Also, does that mean, is NVIDIA discontinuing the Quadro series, or will Quadro series still come out?
So I think the naming is only changed. Quadro is still, we call it a Quadro RTX.
Yeah.
So I don't think we'll discontinue that, at least as per my information, we'll continue with that. I don't know about future what happens, but currently Quadro RTX is the name I think we'll be using for most of our brands.
So is that I think I read this on a forum post somewhere, so I do not know if this is true or not, but I heard that NVIDIA is merging the Titan and there is no longer going to be Titan. That's why they released the 3090s to, put it all under one umbrella.
I am not sure on this part. I'll need to get some information from our team, but I don't know. Currently, if you see 30 series, there are no Titan cards. Earlier generations, we had some Titan cards in, I think, 10 series. After that, we don't see any Titan cards as per. But if you remember, Titan cards were very specific. It was only available in Founders Edition. It was not available with many brands, and all those things were there. I think that could also be the case where we said, okay, the AICs should also be selling these higher end GPUs, and now we are working with them to get the 3090s and the 3090 Ti's in the market.
So one more question before we go back and look at how the build is going. So this question, I think, again, is something a lot of people must have been thinking. So NVIDIA has been selling their founder cards through RP Tech for the past, I think, 2 years we've been doing that, right? It's been through RP Tech, and and right now the process was we had to enter a waiting list, wait for the card, and then if we get selected, we'll get an email, we respond, and we buy the card. Is there going to be a change in that? Is there going to be any other way we will be able to get founders cards, or is that same process going to continue?
We don't foresee a change for the at least for the near future, we don't see any changes in that. It will continue the way it is going on.
So it's going to be purely through architecture.
Through architect only, yeah.
So okay, so so we will have to order cards to Architect going forward. At least for the time being, it is going to be through Architect. We can join the waiting list, keep waiting, and I know quite a few people have gotten their cards that way too. So all the best to everyone who has, and to everyone else, keep waiting. You will get your founders cards, I guess. And now let's go look at the build. Let's see how that is going, and we'll continue with the video. Almost done, okay? And I told you the Valhalla Pro looks beautiful. And we have custom mods. Now, because we used an ROG power supply in this, they come with these beautiful magnetic ROG stickers, okay? So it goes really nice with the build. So we have a ROG power supply in this, and the ROG motherboard, the B50 ROG motherboard, the Ryzen 7, and it's cooled by the NZXT X63. Now, we've made a few tweaks to the way the whole build was set up purely for eye candy, okay? So what we've done is we've taken the two ARGB fans of the X63 and we put them in front. So one here, those are two fans up front, and these fans are really good, and I like the ring effect that they give. So we put them out front. So we've taken all the fans pre-installed in the Valhalla Pro, we've got rid of them, and we've installed all custom fans. Which means we've spent a lot of money on fans, as you know, because NZXT fans are expensive. And then we've gone with Antec's custom prism fans at the back. So we have two NZXT fans up front, giving you that very clean intake and the beautiful ARGB. And so we've replaced all the other fans with Antec prisms at the back. So all in all, we get a few extra features like extremely good airflow and also the beautiful RGB sync that ROG boards are famous for. So we get to take full advantage of all those things. And also, if you're an NZXT user, you might know that the latest version of NZXT Camp, at least the beta version of the NZXT Camp, is compatible with ASUS's AuroSync, which gives us even more flexibility when it comes to managing all those bling. Yep. So that is the build. Everything is put together nicely. Which brings us to the very important question: which GPU do we go for this build? And I won't be answering that question. NVIDIA is going to be answering this question for us. Come on, we have everyone.
Okay, so we have what, 3050, 3060, 3060 Ti and a 3070 Ti. So this is a gamer, right?
Yes, it is. It's a gamer.
It's a gamer and a streamer. If it is a gamer and a streamer, he wants good FPS. I think 144 plus we are looking at. I think there are two options, either 3060 or 3070. But for this particular build, I think I will go with the Zotac 3060 Ti.
That is good because it's a good budget card also.
Yes. So keeping in mind the performance, keeping in mind the budget, I think this is a good card for right now. This is a good selection for this particular system. I think will get good FPS. He can stream easily with all the.
Everything suits for that gamer. But price wise, if talking about price wise, this is a right price for.
Yes. Plus, we are talking about streamer, so he'll be using all the encoding and decoding power which comes with this GPU. So even though his CPUs are i5, I think Ryzen 5, right? Ryzen 7. So it will be using the GPU because this has got all the juice for him to stream as well as play with full settings at the same time. So let's go with 3060 Ti.
Yeah, that I agree with you. But this is more technical. But as a gamer,
yes.
How Yogesh can?
So definitely yes, I would go with Rajaram. What he's saying is because he is doing streaming, so encoders, decoders. I mean that purpose is solved. So entry level budget performance. So it's a overall package in budget performance for all the with regards to any games. If he's playing any FPS games, any latest Valorant or Apex Legend or any of the CS:GO, any of the latest titles also, it's a overall package.
So that is the same way. That is, I am also agree with you people. But the thing is that this is a budget PC, so definitely it's price wise also good. It's somewhere nearly 50-55k. So this is our preference. This to customer is 3060 Ti.
My personal favorite is also 3060
Ti.
Even mine also.
3060 Ti.
Selling very good.
And also a tiny question: how much performance difference is there between the 3060 and the Ti?
I would say approximately 20-25, depending on which angle or which games we are testing. We'll see a good amount of performance difference because TI is usually a higher clock card with more number of CUDA cores. So you should expect 20-ish, 25-ish, you should see some sort of performance improvement. Yes, on that.
Alright, so yep. So on that note, our pick is the 3060 Ti, which is faster than the 3060, cheaper than the 3070. So a very good price to performance ratio right there. So we're going with the 3060. We'll unbox it, we'll put this in the build. That way the build is complete, and then you know what? We are all going to game in this. So let's do that. Now this is just like a. So the build is done. We have a beautiful PC setup there for Tariq. That's going to be his gaming and streaming machine. And now we've set it in from NVIDIA. He's going to power this baby up, and we are going to test some games on this, and we'll see how awesome this build was. So let's do that.
So build ready ആയിട്ടുണ്ട്. നമ്മൾ customer കൊടുക്കാൻ പോണ with the great GeForce RTX 3060 Ti. Wow, it's awesome.
That was an awesome build, and if you see this fancy little SSD right there, this is the one where we have all the games installed to check and benchmark this. So that is a T-Force 1TB RGB SSD where we have all the games in to check.
This is the God of War, one of the best games recently, which was very famous in India on console. This is the first time launching in PC with RTX, and you can see the frames. Seems like we are almost 100 plus frames easily. Yeah. Smooth like buttery. So this is our second game. Why don't you try?
Okay.
What do you think? This is the race.
Yeah, this one, right?
Yeah. This is the race. The reverse gear, front
Okay.
gear change. Now try. What do you feel?
Smooth, so good.
So you are happy with your 3060 Ti, right?
Yeah, I'm so happy.
Okay, thank you. All the best, man.
Yeah, thanks for
Keep
the
grow with 3060 Ti.
Yeah, thanks.
Why you came to G-Rix? I just want to ask you.
It's the best in Kerala.
In town.
Yeah.
In town. Yeah.
No,
See.
yeah, in Kerala.
In Kerala, okay,
Yeah.
fine. I can say in South, okay,
Yeah.
because this is one of the best store in South India.
Sure.
And we can say in Pan India also, one of the best, okay. And why I'm saying is that if you come to G-Rix, you can experience different level of graphics cards, okay. So you can choose, we have setup for VFX, VR, and all. Okay, see, all the setup is there. So that is, I think you came the right place only. So क्यों मलयालम में बोल सकते हैं नहीं
ചേട്ടാ ഇതൊക്കെ പിടിച്ചോ
ആ സോ അപ്പോൾ മലയാളം സബ് ടൈറ്റിൽ ആഡ് ചെയ്യല്ലേ ഓക്കെ ഫൈൻ സോ നിങ്ങൾ നല്ല സ്ഥലത്താണ് വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് ദിസ് ഇസ് എ ബെസ്റ്റ് പ്ലേസ് മനസ്സിലായില്ലേ അതായത് നിങ്ങൾ പറഞ്ഞത് കേരളത്തിൽ നിന്ന് പറയണ്ട ഇറ്റ്സ് സൗത്ത് ഇന്ത്യയിൽ തന്നെ അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഇന്ത്യയിൽ തന്നെ വൺ ഓഫ് ദ ബെസ്റ്റ് സ്റ്റോറിലാണ് വന്നിരിക്കുന്നത് സോ ദേ ആർ സപ്പോർട്ടിങ് മോർ ടു NVIDIA graphics also.
Yes.
So I am also happy you are the part of NVIDIA team, okay, to buy GeForce graphics card. Okay, thank you. All the best. Thank you. You have to thank to all these guys. Huh?
Alright guys, so that was our PC build. We hope you like that because we had an absolute blast making this, and it was even more special for us because we were doing this with NVIDIA. We got to build a PC with some of the awesomest people at NVIDIA. It's super awesome, and we explored all the possibilities of what all cards you could pick. We picked the best option for a gaming streaming setup. We had a lot of fun information about future card releases, talking about what's going to come up next, and a lot of stuff like that. So if you watch this video, we hope you like this because once again, it was an absolute honor to make this with NVIDIA. On that note, guys, if you love what we do here, make sure you follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram is GRIGSofficial. That's GRIGS045CIL. And if you love what we do here, then leave video comment. And if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel and stay in the loop because we are Trivandrum's most independent, custom-built gaming PC brand. We'll see you on the next one, and we will have more awesome videos coming with NVIDIA in the future. Till then, from all of us here, this is us saying, cricket, stay awesome, and peace, guys. Peace.
Ya, amigo.